Hello, everybody. Welcome to Learn Excel. I'm your instructor for MS Excel. Today, we will be covering all these questions which we have prepared specifically for this session. To keep the audience in view, we have prepared these 12 questions from the sessions which we have covered till today. Let's get started, guys. Stay tuned. And this session is going to be very useful for all the viewers. Thank you very much. Guys, we have prepared these questions to help you understand the concept of Excel actually. And these are the things which are the most used and unavoidable. And after you have learned all these things, it will definitely boost your efficiency in office. So let's start it. So we have 12 questions, and let me start with this question first. Let me highlight this. Find out the quarter number from a date. How we can find out the quarter number from a date? Guys, very simple. So let me copy this, and let me go to this, and let me uh, type this. Find out the quarter number from a date. Guys, let me type some date. As I mentioned, control semicolon is the shortcut to enter the date. Guys, control semicolon is a shortcut to enter the date. So you can drag some date to as much as you want, and we have to find out the quarter number from a date. As you know, if we talk about Q1, and if we talk about Q2 and Q3 and Q4, guys, so these are the quarters of year. So guys, now what actually Q1 means? January. Let me type in a proper letter. January, February, and March. Actually, this part actually comes under Q1. Okay. And what is Q2, guys? What is Q2? Of course, April, May, June. And what is Q3? July, August, and September. And what is Q4? October, November, and December, guys. So now you must be thinking what I'm doing here, but actually the trick I'm going to showcase here, it's interesting. You will love this trick. So I will show you two ways how to get the quarter number from the date. I'll give you just 30 seconds pause and think about it, and let I let you know how we can execute this with two ways. Whatever suits your requirement, you can adopt that, guys. So guys, let me start now. So first, understand that every quarter has 3 months over here. So understand, if 11th month is going on, so if 12th month is going on, which quarter is there? Of course, 12th is the fourth quarter. If we divide by 3, so it will become fourth. Let me convert that into number. Control 1 is the shortcut key, uh, shortcut to convert in numbers, numeric values. So you can see that this has become number now. And so what is happening here? This actually the number, if I divide that 11 by 3, it is actually 4. You can see that. So if you just, this is actually the sign, decrease the decimal, this is the value which will get it. If you do the round up, number will come correctly. If I do 12 over there, number has become automatically 4. If I give you guys 10, what number will come? Of course 3. So 3.33, of course if you do the roundup it will come 4. So this is the slightest idea I am giving you in my in the calculation I'm going to use. So it's very simple. First you have to calculate how we can calculate the month from the date. This is actually the function which will tell you the 11th month of this date. So you can just this is actually the fill handler. Double click on this, you will have all the numbers dragged up to the dead end, and you can see the 5th of May, of course 5th is the month, and 13th of May, 5th is the month, and so on. 17th of July, 7 is there. So let me showcase you how we can execute quarter. So now you understand month we have calculated. If you divide that month by 3, so now you see that all the numbers, so let me just convert into numbers because some date formatting was there. So you can see that we got this data. So you can see in this, in October, November, December, we'll get some values like that, 3.33, 3.67 and 4. But if you round it up, of course it will become 4 number. So over there you have to be very careful, guys. If you have to type round up, and you can see this is the value I'm passing, and then after that number of digits I want 0. So you can see it means I want complete integer value. Round up and you are passing 0 digits, and then it means complete integer value or whole number you want. So you can see this value we have created, and now you can just uh, click this is actually something decrease the decimal, and this is increase the decimal. So guys, now we got the quarter, and if you have to show in text format, you just concatenate q ampersand and c. The result is in front of you, guys. This is how we can achieve a quarter from a date. And this is very simple calculation, just simple basic mathematics we are using here. So let me tell you the second way. This is actually the way I really like this most. I hope you will have the same opinion about it. So now let me start the second way, guys. Understand q1, q2, q3, q4. First, you actually, the shortcut I'm telling you here, 1 to 1 to 12, 1 to 12, some numbers you have put down here, and then you can mention over there. You can just q. Actually, let me just do some kind of exercise for you, so that you will understand how we can execute this rather than typing and wasting our time into this. So q, we have concatenate q with all the numbers, and then we have to convert all the formulas into value. How we can convert that? Just guys, control c, alt control v, and then this dialog box will open. You just click value, and then all the values will convert, all the formula will convert into values. Now you press escape. See what is this, ants dancing the across the range. You just press escape, everything come back to normal now. So now we don't need this actually, but of course we need it because we have concatenated, and if we remove that, it will be difficult for us to find out that fourth refers to q4 and ninth refers to q9. So guys, let me start that here. So what is actually is this is the month, and this is actually the value. So now let me start with you just basic VLOOKUP. Actually, what is VLOOKUP? I will give you extensive session for VLOOKUP in my next class, but here let me tell you some second option, how to get the quarter value from this. We have no choice but to go for VLOOKUP here. We have other functions also. By and by you will learn everything. So now this is actually the month. So very simple. First you have to carve out month from this date, and there is a formula called month, as we have used already this. So we have the month. You can just drag this. So we got month here, and after this VLOOKUP. Understand what is VLOOKUP, guys. VLOOKUP is the function which actually looks for the value, uh, in the table array. Suppose I'm looking for fifth. So fifth, of course, I have to supply lookup value, and table array, which table you have to pass on, which index, and then range lookup. You will understand this. So the definition on it will be easy for you to understand after we execute this formula. So what is lookup value? Lookup value means whatever we are searching. Of course we are searching this value, so let's keep this relative reference. We are not locking anything here. But now table array, guys, understand, if I select this table here, so if I don't lock this, assume I'm not locking this table, comma, I need second index. You can see when I write 2, column index number is also highlighted here. And if I write over there, true and false. True refers to approximate match, and false exact match. So as I mentioned, false refers to 0. You can either write 0 or you can either write false. So if you write false, exact match will come. Now you see 11th actually over there, Q11. Understand that, is this correct what we are doing over there? Because we don't have Q11, correct? Agree? So so we have to change this also. Actually, this will not work, so we have to do that way. Like this part actually is the Q1 part. So guys, you can just select this part and control D, maybe just control C, and then you can do control V. All right, so control C, and then you can do, this is actually Q2. Control C, and then you can just control V, guys. All right, and this is Q3, guys. So Q3, you just copy and paste and paste. You'll understand that we actually concatenate other way around, but now this is actually the correct thing. You know that this part is Q1. Let me highlight this with different. This is actually Q2, because we realize, and this is actually Q3. Okay, let me highlight with different color. And this is, guys, Q4. Let me highlight with different color. All right, so understand that we just mentioned this way, but we have to understand January, February, March comes under Q1, and then Q2, and then Q3 and Q4. We realize when we actually search 11 over there, 11 is the month, actually it comes under Q4. So this is how you can execute. But now let me tell you, we have not logged this table. So understand that if L8 through M19 is the table array we have passed in this formula. If we drag this, guys, now you see all these values are giving the not applicable error. So what does it mean? But this value is giving correct output. But understand that, just click this L12 to M23. The table itself is getting narrowed down, which is wrong. Guys, this is actually the table for all the formulas. So we have to fix this table over there. So this is actually the very crucial part of this session of VLOOKUP. So you can press F4, as I mentioned. If you press F4 once, it will lock entire range. You can see that. If you press F4 twice, it will lock the rows. If you press F4 thrice, it will lock the columns. So let me just go once. We have to lock this by pressing F4 once only. So now this again, what is this 2? Because we have selected this entire range. So if we select the range, actually the first range index is 1 and the second range index is 2. If we have 3 or 4 range, assume we have the 4 range from L1 through O19, L8 to O19. So what does it mean? If we have to capture O value, suppose we have some value over there, assume some values are there, okay, or some values are there, assume, and let me make it clear for you so that it will be easy for me to help you understand better in the next session when I will cover VLOOKUP extensively. So guys, if I have to select this entire range, if I have to capture or look up for the O value, so what is the index of O value? It is 4 actually. This is actually first index, this is second index, third index, and fourth index. It starts from the very first range. So what is second range over there? Second index, of course, M is the second in this selected area, of course. But here this is my range which I have selected, L8 through M19. You can see that L8 through M19. So this formula again I have to drag it. So now you see this actually we have done. But in the second option we have to be dependent on this table. But this table is also constant. It will not go changed. You can keep this in any one of the tabs, but you have to be very careful when you are using this. Someone should not delete that. So this actually, the method we have used, the first one, is better than this method. But again, whatever suits your requirement, you can use accordingly. So I hope you found this useful, how to get the quarter number from a date. And this is interesting. Now let me go to second. All right, let me start this now. Display the date as month January and February, guys. Display the date as month January and February. Let me just copy this and go to new sheet so that it will be easy to understand. Display the date as month January, February. So let me again put some date. I'm just pressing control semicolon, and these are the dates, guys, understand. And over there we have to display the date as month, name, you can say that. Or maybe you can write, this is actually the shortcut control R. If you do control R, the left cell comes as it is over there. So control R, you can use control plus R. I will keep on telling the shortcuts in all my sessions, but separate session will be conducted which will cover all keyboard shortcuts, can help you, to do something in Excel faster. So let me start with display the date as month name. How we can do this? Display the date as month name equal to text function. This is the function which we have covered in our last session. Text function we have to use here. Just pass the value and put MMM 3 times. You can see month has come. All right, and now if we have to cover if we have to have complete month name, what we can do, you can press again F4. So if you can see that this is E2 value and this is F2, guys, understand actually this formula is wrong here. I have done control R, which is taking this November. All right, but we have to pass this value, E2 value. So again, understand, while working in Excel, you have to be very careful. This is actually November, but I want complete month name. So you can put M 4 times and you can see complete or full name of month you have got here. And the beauty of this Excel function is that if you change the date, suppose I want to 30th of November, I'm putting 1st of December. So how we can do that? So you can see the time I put December, actually it goes automatically. You can actually put it manual also. You can go to formula and you can put manual also, guys. Understand what actually we are doing here. So if you keep automatic, so once you change in any of the formula or any of the cell where the reference is used, so the formula will actually not get activated or not get refreshed. Once you click automatic, it will go refreshed automatically, but now it is in manual mode, so you have to press F9 every time. Understand this. So let me do that. Again, I'm putting 1st of November. So you can see this is actually 1st of November I mentioned, but no event takes place in F column or G column. But over there, if you press F9, guys, press F9, you can see automatically it is changed now. But every time you have to press F9. So always make sure when you work in Excel, your calculation options should always be automatic unless you have large data. Sometimes in Excel, we have large data, or our Excel files, are fraught or rife with all Excel functions. Or let me tell you, functions, if we have lots of in Excel, actually it slows the performance. So avoid using array functions in Excel, use as less as possible. And we will cover Visual Basics for application also in our next sessions. There it can help you to understand, automate, routine task. You don't need to be dependent on Excel big formulas, but in our session, we will cover as much as possible to help you understand better the semantics of Excel in a very, easy way. So I hope this is clear to everybody.